Hello viewers, it's me Kulsum Ahmed. Today I'm here with the topic price elasticity of demand. Now what is price elasticity of demand? First of all, we need to understand what is elasticity. Elasticity is a general concept that can be used to quantify the response in one variable when another variable changes. So we have always two variables, as we know that we have data on y-axis and we have data on x-axis. The same way we have two variables, and we are going to see if one variable changes, what would be the response of second variable. So quantity demand we always keep on x-axis and price we keep on y-axis. So if one variable changes, what will happen to the other variable? So as we know that if quantity demand has a negative relationship with price, so if price increases, definitely we know that quantity demand is supposed to decrease. But how much will it decrease? For example, if price is increasing by 10%, what will happen to the quantity demand? Whether it is going to fall by more than 10%, less than 10%, or will remain unchanged, or will remain so to what extent or to what level will it change? So we are going to see the response of quantity demand that is going to happen if price will increase or decrease. So in keeping in mind all these situations, we are having three types of elasticity. The first one is elastic. So the word elastic is going to let us know that percentage change in quantity demand is going to change more as compared to percentage change in price. And in inelastic, we need to understand that percentage change in quantity demand will be less as compared to percentage change in price. And unitary is the situation where percentage change in quantity demand is going to be equal as per percentage change in price. So these two variables are going to react with one another, and this reaction is going to happen because of the reason that some of the products that we use are basic necessities. For example, utility bills, household appliances, our clothing, all these are necessity items. So if the price of necessity item will increase, quantity demand is going to decrease, but not that much. It will be very nominal decrease in the quantity demand, because a customer can never leave the basic necessity products. So inelastic, that this all situation is going to happen with inelastic that I have explained you right now. And what will happen in elastic? The percentage change in price, in response to percentage change in price, the quantity demand will have a greater response. We are going to use luxurious items, and those luxurious items may allow us to sometime drop the demand, because we may have some other priorities, or we may show a bigger change. For example, if price is increasing by 10%, we can have a bigger response to the decrease in quantity demand of that product. Then comes unitary elastic. Unitary elastic is a situation where these two percentage changes are equal. Whatsoever the price is changing, the same is the quantity change in quantity demand. So they are going to behave in the same direction. So it will be not in the same direction, I mean to say with the same response they are going to have. So as we already know that there is a negative relationship of price with quantity demand, so it will remain negative. But the thing is, if it is changing by 2%, other item is going to change by also 2%. So they are going to have the same response. Now what is the formula of calculation of elasticity of demand? That is the same as I have explained you before, percentage change in quantity demand with respect to percentage change in price. Now if answer is between 0 and 1, the relationship is going to be inelastic. Inelastic means the necessary items that we cannot leave. And if there is the answer is between -1 and infinity, the relationship is elastic. Suppose the answer, when we are going to do the calculation, if the answer is 1.2, if the answer is 2.4, if the answer is 6.5, all these are the elastic answers. And inelastic answer will be 0.24, 0.6, 0.8, all these will be inelastic. And then comes the unitary answer that will be equal to 1. Note down that price elasticity of demand has a negative sign in front of it, because as price increases, demand falls. So we know that. This is why whenever we will do the calculation, the answer will have minus sign with it, and it will show the negative slope of price with elasticity, price with quantity demand. Now let's do the calculation. Calculate the price elasticity of demand for pizza. We are going to have a pizza demand and price of pizza. So the price is initially at $20.50 and the quantity demanded is 9 pizzas an hour. So in 1 hour 9 pizzas are being ordered. So this is the situation. Let's do the calculation. Let's just understand. The price has fallen to 19.50. So before it was 20.50, now it is 19.50. So the change is $1. Now let's see what will happen to that. The price falls by $1 and quantity demanded increases by 2 pizzas an hour. So it is going to increase. The price has fallen from $20 to $20.50 to $19.50, and in response to that the quantity has increased. Before it was 9 and now it is going to be 11. Now we are going to have midpoint formula. The percentage change in quantity demanded is equals to change in quantity divided by quantity average, and percentage change in price is equals to change in P over P ka average. So here is the percentage formula, that is percentage change in price is equals to P2 minus P1 divided by P1 into 100. So P2 minus P1 means change in P, and P1 is the initial price. Then percentage change in quantity demand is equals to Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q1 into 100. So Q2 minus Q1 means change in quantity. Now we are having the formula price elasticity of demand, that is percentage change in quantity demand with respect to percentage change in price, and percentage change in quantity demand is equals to change in quantities divided by quantity 1 into 100, and percentage change in price means change in prices divided by price 1 into 100. And here is the diagram. We can see that the price is increasing from 2 to 3. When the price was 2, we were having 10 items, and then price increased to 3 and we are having 5 items. So P1 is 2 and P2 is 3, and quantity 1 is 10 and quantity 2 is 5. Now let's just put all this stuff into the formula. Price elasticity of demand is equals to percentage change in quantity demand with respect to percentage change in price. So before in the beginning we are going to solve the upper portion of that, percentage change in quantity demand. So that is difference in quantities divided by quantity 1 into 100. And we can see that 5 minus 1 divided by 10 is equal into 100 is equals to 50. And then we will do percentage change in price. So numerator is P2 minus P1 means change in prices, and denominator is price 1, so into 100. Now we are going to put the data. 3 minus 2 divided by 2 into 100 is equals to 50. So we are going to put these two things into the basic formula, and we have got the answer, that is equal to 1. Means the elasticity is unitary. Now we are going to solve the same thing with the midpoint formula. In midpoint formula we have again 2 prices and 2 quantities, but the formula is changed. Before it was change in quantity divided by quantity 1, but here we are going to have change in quantities divided by quantities average, and then change in prices and prices average. So we are going to put all the data into that, and by the end of time we will get the answer, that is 1.67. It means the product is elastic, so it is going to be elastic. So if we are going to put into midpoint formula, the answer will be bit changed. Now how to interpret the answer? Here is how to interpret 2 different values of elasticity. So when elasticity is equals to 0.2 means a 10% increase in price leads to a 2% decrease in quantity demanded, and when elasticity is equals to 2.0, it means 10% increase in price leads to 20% decrease in quantity demanded. So this was all. Now just look at this diagram. In the central point we are going to have elasticity equal to 1, and upper portion shows elasticity is greater than 1, and lower portion shows that elasticity is less than 1. So these three situations we can put over here, and the answers should always be like this. So this was all about my today's lecture. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.